Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. Fascinated by the work he did for an airline company as a ground security coordinator, Glenard Evans struck out on his own to form Allied Security Solutions. He's here to talk with us this morning about his particular company and about his experience. Thank you so much and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise, Glenard.
Thank you for having me, and good morning, Bahamas.
Absolutely. So you're a young entrepreneur. Tell us about how you went from working at an airline to starting your own company, particularly in this, what I would call economic season that we've been in for the past couple of years.
Yes, we get right into it. So I've been in the aviation field for over 10 years and a training liaison for about 6. And so just dealing with the internal and external employees with compliances, and dealing with policies and procedures and securing the security aspect of the airline. So I develop a niche for it. And so one of those nights, you're just browsing the World Wide Web and just trying to figure out, hey, what's my next chapter? And so I just came across the screen, security, and saw it again, security. And so I said, hey, this is definitely not an unfamiliar territory for me. And so I definitely, a light bulb came on. And so I started to research more. And I realized that, hey, a lot of passion was behind it. And so I did my research, went to the lab and dug in deeper, and I just got excited about it. And I was like, that's it. This is the platform I'm going to use to start a new chapter. And so I enrolled in Texas A&M to be certified with cybersecurity and tactical drills. And so I applied that to the company, and moving fast forward 2 years later, here we are, Allied Security Solutions.
Wow. That's excellent, Glenard. So tell us about all of the things that go into managing security. We know that security is what we would call a very big term. From your perspective, what are the things that actually go into making sure that you're able to provide what we would call adequate, suitable, excellent security services?
Yes, that's a great question. As we all know, security is such a broad spectrum. But I'll start off with the bookkeeping part of it. Whereas you want to ensure the legalities of it are met, making sure there's any challenges with the validity of your documents, making sure you're regulated. And then you factor in the employees, your team players. You know, we have multiple personalities. So you want to create that cohesiveness and hoping that it actually matches with your core values. And our core values are safety, honor, and integrity. And so you're now figuring out with the clients what are their standards. And so you want to balance it. You want to balance it, and it kind of creates a well-oiled machine. But for me, mostly it's the networking part of it. It takes a lot of dedication and patience to network and promote your brand, your product. So it definitely takes a lot of time and effort to pursue what your ultimate goal is.
So you talked about networking. Tell us really and truly, what kind of clients do you really serve? What part of the security market is very specialized? You know, what can we say that Allied Security Solutions is going to be able to provide to a potential client?
Sure. So we have our range. It ranges from small to grand. You can have your private parties, festivals, and then you have residential clients, commercial, corporate clients, up to industrial, dealing with access control with fuel plants and energy plants. But more recent times, we've dabbled a lot with resorts and gated communities because of the uptick with travels. And so definitely we were honored and privileged to get our feet wet in that particular area. So those are the ranges of our clients dealing with that.
So talk to us about your experience with the Access Accelerator. A lot of people hear that and they don't quite understand what it is. They know that this is something around a business incubator, but they really don't understand what that means. So tell us, what does the Access Accelerator process look like? How did it help you?
Yes, well, I was definitely one of them. I saw it on, like I say, browsing on a social media outlet, and I was like, I already invested about 80% of my own money into the company, and I was like, should I even get a loan? And then I looked more into it, came across the page again, and was like, you know what? Let me just take a look at this, and just read into the grant that they offer. And that was a definitely a moment that I needed to capitalize on. And it would be remiss of me if I wouldn't mention my advisor, Ms. Sharon French, who was hands-on from start to finish, nothing short of excellent. And so they really, their approach is really from an advisory standpoint, making sure you cross your T's, dot your I's, and create structure within your business plan.
Excellent. So is the Access Accelerator something that you would recommend to others? And what really would be the approach that you recommend people take in working with the Access Accelerator?
Definitely, I would definitely recommend that to any entrepreneur, whether it be small, medium enterprises. But firstly, I would tell them, do your research. And once you would have reached out to them, they definitely they have a bag of resources and create avenues for you. But what I really took from it is that, they really set you up for the long term, longevity. And that is definitely pivotal in dealing with your business. What is your business plan, your 5-year plan? So these are the integral parts that's needed to run a successful company. And so I was grateful and honored for that.
So tell us, where is your business focus and what are the plans that you have to grow your business?
So right now, we have 2 locations. Our first location actually is from Quince element of mine, James Siston, born and raised Eleuthera, and rightfully so. And so we started there, and now we expanded into New Providence, Nassau. And so those are our 2 main focuses right now, but not limited to. We have a few islands under our radar, but I wouldn't let the cat out the bag for that.
Well, Glenard Evans, listen, thank you so much for joining us here on Bahamas at Sunrise. It's been a pleasure to learn about Allied Security Solutions. We know you're probably going to get a lot of contact, and we, based on what you're saying, we believe that you'll be able to provide great service. So thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. And again, good morning, Bahamas.
Absolutely. This is Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.